gas heat, which is nice. I'm told this may or may not work. So we've just rented a new shop space. Some of you may know I used to have a shop space that was over in the Redmond area. So when we moved to Arizona, I moved out of that space. And so now we've just rented a new shop. And this is fantastic because Nikki and I have been living in our apartment surrounded with tools, sewing machines, all kinds of stuff. It's like some crazy episode of Hoarders meets REI, ridiculous camping stuff everywhere. So finally we'll have a place to like work on projects and put our stuff and all that kind of thing. So we're just getting in today to take some measurements, kind of see what's going on and make some plans for what the space can be. So the space is about 1,500 square feet. It does not come with this old M3, which I'm glad about because I had a BMW of this vintage and I don't think I would want another one. That actually belongs to the landlord. They'll be moving it out of here soon enough. So this building was built in 1924 to replace a wooden building that was here since before at least 1909. That's like the earliest date that I know. And it was a general store, and then later on it became a hardware store for many decades, and then it was converted later on to hold retail stores in the front. So we have basically the back third of the building, which used to be, I'm told, the warehouse, like the warehouse and receiving area for the stores. So you can see in this back area, someone at some point built these lovely workbenches. I don't know if we'll be keeping those or maybe we'll do just something a little bit different. But it's kind of nice actually. Day one, you know, we have some place to do projects and that kind of thing. And then also there's gas heat, which is nice. I'm told this may or may not work, so we'll find out. We also plan to move our computer servers here. They actually produce quite a bit of heat, so it's a bit of a mystery. It might be actually enough to heat the space, and then we'll just have to worry about cooling it in the summer. So I'm told that the last guy that was renting this space, he used it to like work on his motorcycles. He had motorcycles for racing apparently, and so he like worked on his bikes and did little projects and things like that. Apparently he had the same name as me, and he left the space because he moved to Arizona. So guy who was definitely not me, but had the same name like motorcycles, and moved to Arizona, also built this little room in here. It's like locking room. It's got kind of like a bunk bed situation, and there's a girlfriend and chairs with these very fetching man cave-esque burlap sack coffee cushions, which I actually think there might be debate. I think they're kind of cool, but you think no?
Well, now that I see them, I think they're okay.
A little bit nicer. I really like it. Almost looks like it was pallet wood, doesn't it? Mm-hmm. Like reclaimed wood. It's kind of neat too, because we were thinking of painting the shop in the LEIGH&CO colors, white with a little purple trim. And but in Minecraft, when I build my buildings white and purple, I use oak as well. So actually, it's a funny coincidence that it looks just like the buildings I make in Minecraft. The one thing that does kind of suck that we're gonna have to deal with a little bit is, I guess, so there's this puddle that's been growing out in the back alleyway here that the city has. And apparently their answer to this puddle is the wrong answer, frankly, which is to just keep dumping gravel into it. So I guess basically every so often they come along, they see this puddle, they put more gravel in it. And so as you can kind of see, the road level has been getting higher and higher and higher because they just keep obviously piling gravel on. So now we have a little bit of a drainage problem, a little bit of a ramp that we have to get over. Shouldn't be too much trouble for like the motorcycles and the Jeeps and stuff. I would think if this situation keeps on, it might be a little tricky in a car. But we might have to put some cement in there or do something to kind of make a proper apron, especially if they're gonna keep the grade like this. So we just got back from Home Depot where we were checking out paint samples. It's actually kind of hard to get the LEIGH&CO purple the way that it's supposed to be. There's actually a Pantone code for it, but for the paint samples they had, it wasn't actually very good. So we might have to get paint custom mixed, or we'll have to figure that out. But we've got a lot of work ahead, so stay tuned, and we're really looking forward to it.